I'm truly honored that you've chosen me to grace this special occasion of your graduation ceremony, and I can say I'm truly honored. My name is Faridah Ally, as the host has introduced me. I'm a community social worker by profession, and I'm an education enthusiast, hence founded Elimu Care. So Elimu Care is a community-based organization that is based in Kenya, and we are championing for development by addressing different issues of education, gender-based violence, gender equity and equality. Apart from that, I'm also an entrepreneur. I own a business brand called El Bravo Mavazi that sells and designs African outfits using African fabrics. So today I've been invited here to share a word of encouragement, a word of motivation and inspiration to the people, or rather to the students who've gone through this most important training and they're hereby graduating. Congratulations to everyone. So before I get to the main point of the main thematic area that you guys have been training the students on, I'll just wish to tell everyone that you do not have to be a president for you to create an impact. It starts now. You've gone to school, you've been adopted by Children Development for Empowerment program. You've been trained for this time you've been with them on different issues, that is SDG 13, climate action, SDG 3, good health and well-being. Now that you've gained the skills, what are you going to do out there? That's the question we should all ask ourselves, and that's the challenge we should pose to ourselves. Because if we just dwell and think of employment only as young people and as the generation and the direction we are all heading to, it's time that we become innovative. It's time that we become creative. It's time that we go out of our ways and figure out different ways that we can create impact in our community and different ways that we can use the skills we have to outsource for resources and actually create a greater impact to our community. So down to the main topic, and I'll dwell on the good health, since Elimu Care has been offering Dignity Pack, which entails sanitary towels to young girls, and we've been handling a project or other aspects of gender-based violence, which is still on good health. So what we've been doing is we've been offering psychosocial support to victims of gender-based violence in Mombasa, Kenya. Mombasa is a city in Kenya. It's part of the coastal cities. And we all know that psychosocial support is very important when it comes to the well-being. Then the second thing is we've been creating awareness all around on the issues of menstrual health, menstrual hygiene, the issues of gender-based violence, using different platforms, that is the social media. We've been using radio, community dialogues, community discussions, and even working with the volunteers and young influencers to reach out a wider audience, or rather the community, for them to understand that menstrual health is not only a women's issue. Menstrual health is not only a menstruator's issue, but it is an issue that should be taken upon by everyone in the community, by everyone in the society, to support women and come up with initiatives that can encourage and help menstruators menstruate gracefully, if I can say. So back to the word of encouragement, as Judith had called me to do so, is I want to tell you that as you go out there, put yourself fully out there. I mean, grasp any opportunity that is there. Go for any opportunities that is there. Come up with ideas, because I mean, you are out. Why should you enclose yourself into something or waiting for that one thing for it to come true? You should just sprout your wings and see whatever opportunity will be out there, go for it. And if it's not there, as young people, we have very many avenues of creating platforms for ourselves. We have the internet, we have our social network. Just look at your strengths. And I remember my sister usually says that in your life, look at the strengths and the weaknesses. Look at the strengths will help you outshine the weaknesses. You'll do better and you'll dwell so much on them. The weaknesses will now help you see where are you failing as an individual and how are you going to top up or rather work on the weaknesses so that it can be outshined by the strengths for you to achieve that which you had set, for you to achieve that which you admire the most. And it's very important. Why? I believe the skills you've gained, we all have different thoughts of implementing different projects, running different initiatives, depending on our strengths and weaknesses, as I've defined earlier. So you might have started something and you wanted to head towards a specific direction. At some point, you find yourself lost. That is very normal. That usually happens. There's no picture perfect family. There's no picture perfect way of life. I mean, from where you will have gotten stuck, see what you can do to head to where you wanted to head to. Because even in Google Maps, when you use Google Maps for direction, I mean, you might be heading to a place, I might be heading to Zambia, and then I find myself lost in Tanzania. Do I need to come back to Kenya for me to head to Zambia? No. I'll start my journey from where I am, where I got lost, that is Tanzania, and see my way through Zambia. And that is the same way I want you graduates to look at life and look at the challenges that are going to be out there. Where you will have gotten lost, where you will have gotten stuck, start from there, just like a Google map. Figure out ways, figure out possible means that can take you to the direction you wanted to head to. And another thing is you can take up different opportunities. You can volunteer in different organizations, in as much as, I know it might be challenging because we are looking at the aspect of how we can generate income to survive. But then again, the skills, nothing can beat experience. So by you volunteering, you'll be gaining experience. And your experiences will prepare you for the challenges that are going to come, applying for different opportunities, both nationally, both internationally, and even local opportunities at your village and city level. And then after that, you can start your initiative. I mean, you can come together as young people, start something together. If that's not working, how can you support somebody else out there? You have an idea in something, and that is, let me dwell on the climate action and the aspect of menstrual hygiene. If you can start something, or if you can support someone who is already doing that, that's a step ahead. You'll have used your skill instead of just staying without doing anything. I mean, you went to school, or rather you had partaken this training to gain knowledge. What will you be doing with it if not using it in creative ways, in ways that can help you grow and even create an impact in your community? And with all said and done, I want to remind everyone that you've got everything you need to do, or rather to succeed, because you have the skills. I believe you have friends and families. I believe you have the organization that you have taken the training and you're now graduating, and you have the opportunity. I mean, the internet can access you, can give you access to different opportunities out there. And the most important thing is that you have you, and I insist. So there's nothing that cannot be achieved, because you are there and you can go for anything. That's my message for you today. And for the men who are in here, I would wish to appreciate you for supporting this special cause, because there's been a stereotype and stigma going around that menstruation and menstrual hygiene is a women's issue. But you joining such a ceremony, you joining such an initiative means a lot to women. It means that you support us, and it means that we are very important beings, because it's a natural aspect of women. I want to encourage you to call upon other men out there to support the cause. And to everyone who is watching this, anyone who is going to watch this later when it's posted anywhere, I want you to think of a sister, think of a mother, think of a friend that you have who is a female. What kind of life will you want them to live? What kind of support will you wish, or will you feel happy when they experience such? And start by being that person to them. And then we can all be part of supporting women. We can all be part of supporting menstruation. And this is not only a women's issue, I insist. It's a community issue, and it starts with the leadership on top. Thank you. Congratulations everyone who has graduated, and to the organizers of this special graduation, special training, I'd wish to say thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this amazing work. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Faridah.